So today we're going to start Lesson 1 in our unit, our Probability and Statistics unit. And Lesson 1 is going to be talking about analyzing and displaying data and frequency distributions with histograms. So today we're going to skip a warm-up. We're going to go right into some content. Some of the stuff you guys may be familiar with. You've done it probably in a couple past courses. But for the most part, we're going to kind of tackle it as if it's the first time we've seen this. If you've seen it before, it's just going to be kind of a reminder as we move forward. If not, it'll give you enough time to kind of catch on with the rest of us because it's really heavy unit, the probability and statistics unit with vocab. So it's really important that we know what's being asked, what the vocab means, in order for us to know what exactly they're asking us to do. So for part 1, we're going to talk about analyzing and displaying data. So 2 data sets are given below, and they show the average number of points per game scored by the teams in the National Basketball Association during the years of 2007 and 2008. So it was that season. So you have the Eastern Conference and the Western Conference that are given to you as team points per game, and they're laid out there in front of you. The Eastern Conference has 15 scores. The Western Conference also has 15 scores. So there's a 30 scores total that are in that table. So a couple of vocab words. I know you've heard these before, but we're going to just make sure that we know them again. The first is the following measures of central tendency. That's what we're going to call them, measures of central tendency. And there's 3 main vocab words we're going to want to keep in the back of our head and kind of remember and know about. The first is the mean. I know you guys have heard that word before, the mean. It's also known as the average of n numbers. It's the sum of the numbers divided by n. So, for example, for the data, and we're just going to call them, instead of giving you numbers in this example, we're giving you x sub 1, x sub 2, all the way through x sub n. It's just telling you, those are just places of what numbers would be. To find the mean, you're basically going to take the numbers in your data set. So in this case, your first term plus your second term plus all the numbers in between, you're adding them all together, plus x sub n is your last term, and you're going to divide it by the amount of numbers that you have, which we'll call n. So the mean is the average of the numbers that are given to you. The second measure of tendency, the second vocab word, is called the median. I know you guys have seen that word before, the median. And the median is your middle number when the numbers are written in order. So the first thing to remember is that in order to find the median, you have to have your numbers listed in order. Once your numbers are listed in order, it's going to be the middle number that you have in that set. If n is even, which means let's say you have 10 numbers, okay, you're not going to have a nice even number in between the two. So you're going to find the average of the 2 middle numbers if you happen to have a data set where you have even numbers. So the Eastern Conference and Western Conference given to you on this paper have 15 in each. So you're going to have a number that falls in the middle. If you were to have something like 10 or 20 or any even number, you're going to take the middle 2 numbers and average them together. The last central tendency word that we're looking at is mode. And you guys know mode to be the number that happens the most frequently. It's the number that occurs most often. Okay, so you find the mode by finding the number that occurs most often. There may be one mode, no mode, or more than one mode, depending on the data set that you're given. So let's go ahead. We're going to move through to example 1. And in example 1, they want us to find the mean, median, and mode of the 30 team scores that are given above. So the NBA team points per game, above you have the Eastern Conference, the Western Conference, and we want to average, or not, in the first one we want to average, but we want to look at all 30 scores together. So we're going to find the mean first. Now the mean is we're going to take all 30 of those numbers that are given in that top table and we're going to add them together. We're going to average them together. So up at the top, if you have your calculator, you're going to start with the Eastern Conference. You're going to go through and you're just going to add all these numbers together. 94, 94, 95, all these numbers, we're going to add them all up and we're going to divide by 30. Now, I already did this work beforehand, so I have my answers off to the right that I'm going to be writing down. So as we go through, make sure you pause this video if you need to get caught up so that you're not just copying what I'm saying in the video, that you're actually doing the work alongside all of us as we go through this video. So I already have my numbers listed in order because obviously for the median we have to have all numbers from lowest to highest listed in order. I already have them done off to the right. You guys can't see that right now. But I'm going to find my mean by taking my first value. My first value is actually the lowest value that I found because I put all 30 in order already. If you want to pause the video right now, you can put all 30 in order if you want to. Or else we'll talk about that in just a minute when we get to median. But I took all 30 values, I added them together, so I did 92. I'm just going to save space right now, and I'm going to be adding all the way up to the highest number I got was 108. So I added all the numbers given to me in my Eastern Conference, Western Conference. I added all of them up and divided by n, which is the number of values you have. So since I have 30 scores, I'm going to be dividing by 30 for this value, or to help us find the mean. So if I add all 30 scores up together, you should get 2,912 divided by 30. If I plug that in my calculator, I get roughly the average of 97.1. So that would be my average score for both of these conferences in the 2007 and 2008 season. So I took all 30, added them up together, divided by the 30 scores I had, and I got 97.1. Your median is going to take a little bit more time than your mean because your median requires that you actually put things in order. I put a little sticky note off on the right-hand side that tells you that the numbers must be in order before finding your median. So what I did off on my paper, and I'll upload this as a key, I put everything in order, all 30 of them. So I'll just write them out really quick. I got 89, 90, 92, 92, 92, 93, 94 twice, 95, 96 twice, 97, I believe you guys got 4 times. Yep. Let's see. 98, I believe, was 4 times. I got 99, 5 times. Got 100 was listed twice. 101 was listed once. 102 was listed once. 103 listed once, and 108 listed once. So I'm gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Okay, so I have all 30 of them there. My median is my middle number, right? It's the number that's going to fall between in the middle of the data values that I'm given. So if I start at 89, I start at 108, I'm going to be working my way backward to find the middle numbers. So if I work my way backward, I would find that between 97 and 98, between this 97 and 98, is going to be my middle number. And because I have 30 data sets I'm looking at, 30 sets of numbers, it's an even number, so I'm going to have to average these 2 middle numbers because I have no distinct middle right now in this data. So if I take 97 and I take 98, I'm going to add those two together, divide it by 2, I'm going to get an average. I'm going to get a median number of 97.5 for my median. Last but not least, I'm going to look for my mode, and because I have everything listed in order from my median, the mode's going to help me. I'm finding the one that happens most frequently, the number that happens most often. So if I look at all of them, I have 92 that happens 3 times. I have 94 only happens twice, 96 only twice, 97 happens 1, 2, 3, 4 times, so that's my leading value right now. 98 happens 1, 2, 3, 4 times, okay? 99, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Well, since 99 happens the most often, my mode is going to be 99. That's my most frequent number. Okay, so there's example 1. At this point, I want you guys to, this video is going to be over. We're going to start up in the next video. I want you guys to work on the checkpoint number 1, and we'll check that in class next time we get together. So the next video is going to start us off with measures of dispersion.